Tired of feeling like you don't know what you're doing? Wish you understood how to work that gear you just checked out? We're here to help. With just a few quick tips, your grade can go from bad to better. Let's start with that lighting. First, let's talk about how to place your lights. This will involve the concept of three-point lighting. I guess you weren't listening when they talked about this in class. Three-point lighting involves 3 different light sources: a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. Your key light is your main source of light. The next one, your fill light, is in charge of filling in the shadows left behind by your key light. As for the backlight, it helps to separate your subject from their background. Now that you've got your light placement all figured out, you're automatically set, right? Wrong. Now it's time to talk about color temperature. Color temperature is measured in kelvins and is something which you can actually control in 2 different ways: on your camera and with certain lights. The higher the number, the colder the temperature and tone of your lighting. So you've got it lit. That's great, but it won't really matter if your audio is trash. Let's fix that. You're a 3rd semester. Stop using camera audio. There are 3 kinds of mics you can use: a lav mic, a boom mic, and a shotgun mic. A lav mic is the kind that clips onto your subject's shirt. A shotgun mic is a directional mic, bigger than the lav mic. This is the kind which can be placed on a boom pole or even placed on a camera. None of that matters if we can't fix that camera work of yours. First step, get one. Let's talk about exposure. You can control the exposure on your camera, which can turn a terrible shot into a really beautiful shot. Imagine that. Now, let's talk about frame rate. The higher the frame rate, the slower the clips. The standard when it comes to frame rate is 24 FPS. That's how movies are typically shot. The shutter speed will always be double the frame rate. Then there's ISO. The higher the ISO, the greater your camera's ability to capture light. The greater the ISO, the greater your camera's sensitivity to light. Remember how we talked about color temperature? That can be changed too. Some cameras come with a way to manually set the Kelvin value on your camera. Oftentimes, there is also a way to choose from several presets. Camera aperture. What's up with that? As you control the aperture, you control the brightness of the image and the depth of field. But hold on, we're not done yet. You'll get your 5-minute break in a few. Now that you've got your audio fixed, your lights placed, and your camera figured out, you need to know how to set up your shots. This is where the rule of thirds comes in. Imagine there's a grid across your screen. You're going to want to place your subject on those intersecting lines you see. This can be done with tight, mid, and wide shots. Now you're ready to go for the gold on your next project. Hopefully you were taking notes. Successful people take notes.